Hello, America, and welcome to Bridging the Gap. And I'm your host, George G. Money Willis. And today I'm here with my friend, Kerwin, man. I call him Kurt. Man, we grew up together. I haven't seen you in, what, 20 years plus?
Oh,
man,
well, as he said, my name is Kerwin Barnes, and I've been knowing George Willis, oh man, for years. Like I said, had time to just really sit back and just, examine myself and the way I was raised. You know, you when you're young, you're under a lot of peer pressure. And if you're not going along with the rest of the crowd, if everybody like smoking, for instance, my father didn't smoke, my mother didn't smoke. I mean, where did I get smoking from? From running with other people that smoke, and running with the wrong people. So they done it, so I thought it was cool, and then cool became a habit. And then it's nothing wrong with having a habit if it's a good habit, but if it's a bad habit, then it's
like reading in the Bible and praying.
That's a good habit. You know, my people perish for the lack of knowledge because we don't have we're seeking the wrong knowledge. But it's a study to show thyself approved. Study.
Well, Kurt, let me ask you this: over the last 20 years, how many times have you been in jail?
Let me tell you something. Now they got two sets of records. You got a city ordinance record, and then you have a state record.
Let's combine those two.
Stayed together over 100 times. I know the last time I did an accurate count, I had been arrested and been convicted for over 100 different crimes, from misdemeanor crime, from far as urinating in public, drinking in public, all the way to auto theft, burglary, aggravated assault,
possession with attempt to distribute.
So many times, possession with attempt to distribute, and you name it. I've been charged with it, or either I've had to stand before a judge, and
Well, what's different now? I mean, where do you live now, and what's different now? What makes you say that no more?
Well, I've said that several times before, and I really wasn't. It's one thing to say in your mouth, one thing, but not have it made up in your mind.
Yes.
And I was saying I was through with it a lot of the other times that I had was arrested and served time, but this particular time, it was the first time I ever served this much time. I'm done 3 years. And I was sentenced to a 4-year sentence. That's unlikely because I'm charged with what they call it's a level 1 crime. It gave me a lot of opportunity to just do an inventory of myself, an evaluation of myself, and I see where I went wrong and stuff.
So let me ask you: how old were you when you first went to jail?
When I first went to jail, got in trouble, I might have been about 15 years old. 15
years old, and how old are you now?
I'm 52 years old.
So you've been in and out of jail
since I was 15.
Wow, that's been what? That's about 25 years.
Over 25 years of my life.
35, 40. Oh shoot, that's about 35 years.
I spent a lot of my time in and out of prison, and I always, every time I went in, I always picked up more bad habits, and that's the reason why I spoke earlier about habits. There's nothing wrong with habits, as long as they're good habits. But I was going to jail and going to prisons. I was picking up bad habits, still not willing to stand for what I want. I didn't know me. I didn't know what I was.
You was picking up new skills.
Right.
Basically.
You said, well, I got, just to give you a scenario for someone. Said, well, I'm in here for burglary. Man, I got caught. And they said, oh man, that's the reason why you got caught. See, this is where you should have did like this. Next time you do it, and you listen to this stuff, you feed it to your mind. Then so you get out
and you try it anyway.
I had a judge tell me once. I had went up before her so many times, and over and over again, she gave me light sentences, 2 years, 3 years, and not only do a year or so. But she told me this last time after I been before the second time for possession with intent to distribute charge, that if I came before her again, that to bring my toothbrush with me, because she would push for a life sentence on me. And I thought about life sentence, and at the time I was like 39, going on 40 years old. I said, boy, and I'll die prison. I know I wouldn't get out.
Yeah.
And that money, the Bible said, not money is the root of all evil. It's the got to put something before it. It's the love of money.
Right.
So when I was loving that money, and as long as I was making money and everybody was happy, everything was all good. But when every time the handcuffs went on me, all those people I made happy vanished.
Wow. They went away.
And now you sitting there in prison,
Wow.
you thinking you don't. And so it just really dawned on me what God just gave me to what He really.
If you were going to give some encouragement to some young people, because that's one of my main focuses, to help our young men and keep them out of incarcerated situations, because they starting to feel like jail is okay. There's some better situations in some case. Some of them tell me. But what kind of words of encouragement can you give them to prevent them from having to go through what you went through?
I can only tell them what was told to me, but maybe at a different time, but basically the same thing. To take heed to what a person who's experienced as a warning sign they're giving you for the do's and the don'ts, because a lot of times, especially in this generation here, if I try to tell someone young, say, hey, that's not good what you're doing. You need to try this or you need to try that. And then the first thing will probably come to your mind, oh man, you can't. How you gonna tell me? And you locked up. And it's kind of hard to explain that, but I had people tell me that I remember the first time, not the very first time, but when I was just beginning to come into the prison system, and old man, gray-headed just like I am now, used to tell me, say, young blood, when you get out, man, he said, man, do what's right, man. Do what your mama tell you to do. Go to school. Go to school. Learn something. Take up trade. Go to college or whatever. And don't come in because this ain't no place for you. He said, else you'll end up like an old man and be gray-headed. And now here I am today. This was way back in the 70s, late 70s and 80s when they were telling me. And here we are now in 2010, almost 2011. Here I am gray-headed. And it took me that long to just take heed to it. I could have prevented this long ago if I had just listened to what they said and not been disturbed. So not a lot of times, you got some old fools out there trying to lead you down the wrong road. But you know what? I think a level-minded person know when somebody's giving them sound and sane wisdom and knowledge. Take heed to listen to what people are saying, and don't never be scared to stand for something that you believe in. So
remember this guy. This is my boy. All right, he's gonna work with me with Pastor Brown with the reentry program. We open it up in Decatur. I told you about Pastor Brown.
Dr. King was talking about. He said he had a dream that one day black kids, white kids,
Jews and
Gentiles, and he was talking about me and you. That's what we was talking about. He was prophesying then. He was talking about me and you, and so we just got. And it's up to us to keep that dream alive. That's right.
That's right. It is, man. And we can do it. And if you're a father, be a father.
Amen.
Quit being a daddy and part-time. If you're a father, be a father to your son. The Bible says kids to a young man is like arrows in a warrior's hand.
That's right.
So be careful where you throw and shoot those arrows.
That's right.
Be a man. Stand up and do something. Just do something. Do something more than what you've been doing, because obviously what we've been doing ain't working.
That's right. The Bible also said, train up a child in which way it should go.
That's right.
So,
and spare the rod.
And don't spare the rod.
Don't spare the rod. Yeah, that's right. So, okay, we're going to continue to bridge the gap.